This is the story of a freedom fighter who avenged Jallianwala Bagh massacre after 21 long years. 13th March 1940 was the day when Sardar Udham Singh shot Michael O'Dwyer at Caxton Hall in London. It is usually described as a story of revenge, but archival documents say that British intelligence had been tracking Udham Singh's every move for 4 years before the assassination. Even then, how did British intelligence fail? In 1997, secret documents released from British archives and Dr. Navdeep Singh's book revealed that from 1936, Udham Singh's name had been marked in red ink in intelligence records. When he sought permission to travel to Europe, British officers noted in the file that his movements were peculiar and mysterious. When Udham Singh reached Leningrad in the then Soviet Union, the British intelligence agency MI5 became alert. Because in the 1930s, any Soviet connection meant a signal of rebellion in British eyes. Intelligence officers knew that this Udham Singh was actually that Uday Singh who had been arrested in India in 1927 with 25 weapons and revolutionary literature of the Ghadar party and had served 5 years in prison. In 1938, the British discovered his secret hideout at 30 Church Lane in London. Intelligence reports revealed details of his personal life, that he was living with a white woman, and to manage expenses, he worked as an extra artist in crowd scenes at London film studios. Intelligence officers had surrounded his life from all sides. And in 1939, as soon as the Second World War began, British attention shifted toward Hitler. This period became the golden period for Udham Singh. Taking advantage of this loosened vigilance, Udham Singh fulfilled his pledge, defeating 4 years of intelligence alertness and surveillance. On 13th March 1940, at Caxton Hall in London, as Michael O'Dwyer came onto the stage to deliver a speech, Udham Singh pulled out a revolver hidden inside a thick book and fired consecutive shots. O'Dwyer was the Lieutenant Governor of Punjab in 1919 when he approved the brutal actions of Brigadier General Dyer for the massacre at the Jallianwala Bagh. And when he collapsed to the ground from the bullets, the 21-year-long revenge was fulfilled. Udham Singh did not try to escape and stood calmly, because to him, this was not a crime, but a fitting reply to the brutality of Jallianwala Bagh. On 31st July 1940, he was hanged at Pentonville Prison. Udham Singh's story is not just one of revenge. The roar of Udham's bullets was the victory of a lone warrior against British unjust oppression.